Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The Diagnostic Trouble Code, DTC P0341, refers to an issue with the VTC, Variable Timing Control System, specifically the CMP, Camshaft Position Sensor A, and CKP, Crankshaft Position Sensor. This code indicates that the sensors are detecting an incorrect phase between the camshaft and crankshaft positions. The roles of these sensors are crucial for the engine's timing and performance. The CMP sensor monitors the position of the camshaft, while the CKP sensor monitors the crankshaft's position. Both sensors provide feedback to the engine control module, ECM, to optimize engine timing. The location of the CMP sensor is typically near the valve cover at the cylinder head, while the CKP sensor is located near the crankshaft, usually around the engine's lower section. Correct operation of these sensors is essential for smooth engine performance. DTC P0341 indicates that there is an issue involving both the CMP sensor A and CKP sensor. The CMP sensor at the top of the engine is tasked with monitoring camshaft position. It relays essential timing information to the ECM. Conversely, the CKP sensor is positioned lower, monitoring the crankshaft's position, which is pivotal for ignition timing. If either sensor detects a deviation from the expected phase alignment, it leads to this DTC being triggered. The VTC system, which relies on accurate feedback from both sensors, controls the timing of the camshaft, impacting overall engine efficiency. Therefore, the VTC system integrity is closely tied to the proper functioning of the CMP and CKP sensors. Several factors can lead to DTC P0341. Firstly, poor electrical connections or loose terminals may prevent accurate signals from reaching the ECM. Corroded or damaged wiring can also result in reading errors. Secondly, a malfunctioning VTC oil control solenoid can impede oil flow, affecting the camshaft timing. If the solenoid is compromised, it can trigger incorrect sensor readings. Thirdly, damage or stretching of the cam chain can disrupt the relationships between the camshaft and crankshaft, leading to phase errors. Each identified cause ultimately affects the engine's performance, necessitating thorough checks of all relevant components to ensure optimal operation. The symptoms associated with DTC P0341 can significantly affect vehicle performance. Drivers may experience engine misfires, resulting in erratic acceleration and rough operation. These misfires arise when the engine timing is off due to sensor inaccuracies. Additionally, a rough idle can occur as the engine struggles to maintain consistent revolutions per minute, RPM. This symptom can be particularly noticeable when the vehicle is stationary. Another indicator is a reduction in power output. The driver may find the car sluggish or unresponsive when accelerating. An illuminated check engine light is also common and usually prompts further troubleshooting to identify the underlying issue. In the first troubleshooting step for DTC P0341, begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode to power the vehicle's onboard diagnostic systems. Next, use the HDS Honda Diagnostic System to clear any fault codes stored in the ECM. Clearing the DTC can reset any temporary issues, but will allow for a fresh evaluation of the system post-clearance. After clearing the code, turn the vehicle to the off or lock mode to enable the engine to cool down to below 104 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 degrees Celsius. This step is crucial as temperature-related issues can affect sensor performance and accuracy. Always ensure that the vehicle's temperature is adequately managed before proceeding with further inspections. Moving on to the second troubleshooting step for DTC P0341. Perform a check on the VTC system using the HDS. Select the VTC test option within the functional tests. It's essential to ensure that this system is functioning effectively, as it plays a pivotal role in optimizing the camshaft's timing operations. After selecting the desired test, check the results displayed. If the HDS indicates that the VTC system operates correctly, proceed to the next step. Conversely, if the result is unsatisfactory, this may point to malfunctions in the VTC system, warranting further investigation or repairs. This process is crucial to isolate the fault effectively. In the third step of troubleshooting for DTC P0341, it's necessary to conduct a test drive of the vehicle. Drive at a steady speed between 19 to 38 miles per hour, 30 to 60 kilometers per hour, for approximately 10 minutes. This driving condition allows the VTC system to engage and provide valuable real-time data for analysis. After the test drive, utilize the HDS to check specific parameters related to the VTC system. Pay close attention to the VTC status and its current operational values, as well as whether or not they match predefined threshold conditions. This status check is essential in determining whether the VTC components are functioning within expected parameters, and it forms the basis for whether to progress to the next troubleshooting phases. The fourth step in troubleshooting DTC P0341 involves monitoring the OBD status using the HDS. This diagnostic check is an essential step to reveal any ongoing issues with the VTC system that may not have been previously detected. Look specifically for DTC P0341 under the DTCs menu and assess whether it indicates a failed status. If the HDS suggests a passed status, this may indicate that the system is functioning correctly at that moment, or it could imply an intermittent failure. If the system status indicates not completed, it necessitates a recheck of the VTC status to ensure accurate readings and functions as associated with the DTC. This step helps verify whether ongoing or intermittent issues exist that would necessitate further diagnosis. For Step 5 in the DTC P0341 troubleshooting process, the VTC oil control solenoid valve A must be checked for operational integrity. Test the solenoid valve to confirm whether it is functioning as intended. This component is crucial as it regulates the oil flow to the VTC system, directly affecting camshaft timing. If the solenoid valve operates correctly, proceed to the final troubleshooting step. However, if the solenoid is found to be faulty, it must be replaced to restore proper functionality to the VTC system. Effective diagnosis of this solenoid not only addresses the immediate DTC P0341, but also aids in the normalized performance of the vehicle. In Step 6, a critical examination of the camshaft timing is required as part of troubleshooting DTC P0341. This procedure involves verifying whether the camshaft timing aligns correctly with the specifications set by the manufacturer. Accurate camshaft timing is essential for optimal engine performance and overall functionality. If the timing is accurate, it leads to a clear path to the next troubleshooting step. However, should the camshaft timing be found incorrect, a reset is necessary to ensure that the timing is returned to its intended position. This correction is imperative for the VTC system function, as any discrepancies can lead to further operational failures. Step 7 in the DTC P0341 troubleshooting guide requires a thorough inspection of the cam chain's condition. The cam chain is responsible for synchronizing the camshaft and crankshaft movements. checking for any signs of damage or stretch is vital, as a compromised chain can cause incorrect phase detection between the sensors. If the inspection reveals that the cam chain is indeed damaged or too stretch, a replacement will be necessary. Additionally, replacing the auto tensioner that maintains the tension in the cam chain is often advised in tandem with the chain replacement. Ensuring that the cam chain operates within specified limits is crucial to prevent reoccurrence of issues related to DTC P0341. In Troubleshooting Step 8 for DTC P0341, inspect VTC Actuator A for any signs of malfunction. The VTC actuator plays a significant role in altering the camshaft timing based on engine conditions. If it functions properly, data will show consistent performance relative to the desired engine operation. However, if there is an indication that the actuator is faulty, it must be replaced to restore proper operation of the VTC system. This actuator works in concert with the oil control solenoid and camshaft, so ensuring its functionality is critical to fix the DTC issues. This inspection is a critical step toward ensuring that the camshaft and crankshaft operate in phase. The ninth troubleshooting step for DTC P0341 involves resetting the powertrain control module, PCM, using the HDS. Resetting the PCM ensures that the module operates with updated parameters reflecting any repairs made. Following this reset, perform the crankshaft position pattern clear procedure to eliminate any residual data that may cause further issues. Next, conduct a PCM idle learn procedure to help the ECM maintain optimal idle conditions post-repair. After these resets, perform a crankshaft position learn procedure to ensure accurate sensor feedback to the PCM. Lastly, check for any pending or confirmed DTCs to ensure that DTC P0341 has been resolved. If the code reappears, further examination of electrical connections may be necessary, focusing specifically on the VTC oil control solenoid valve A and the PCM. Final repair verification is essential after completing the troubleshooting for DTC P0341. Begin by confirming that all repairs have been performed correctly and that any components replaced are functioning as expected. A thorough test drive of the vehicle should be conducted under various driving conditions to ensure everything operates smoothly. After the test drive, perform one last check for any DTCs using the HDS to confirm that DTC P0341 has not returned. This verification process guarantees that the vehicle has been returned to optimal operational status and mitigates the chances of reoccurrence of the issue. Comprehensive documentation of all repairs performed and any DTCs checked will also aid future diagnostics. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P0341, proactive maintenance of the vehicle's VTC and sensor systems is critical. First, perform regular system checks to ensure all components are functioning well and within specifications. Monitoring sensor performance can prevent temporary or permanent issues from arising. It's also essential to inspect wiring connections and the integrity of electrical components related to the CMP and CKP sensors. Regularly checking and maintaining the cam chain's condition will also help avoid any potential stalling or engine performance issues. Taking these steps not only extends the lifespan of the components involved, but ensures a smoother and more efficient vehicle operation overall. In summary, understanding the roles of the CMP and CKP sensors is vital in diagnosing DTC P0341 accurately. Following a systematic troubleshooting guide ensures each step is addressed, allowing the technician to isolate and rectify issues effectively. Rigorous checks on components such as the VTC solenoid, actuator, and cam chain are critical to the successful resolution of this DTC. A final verification helps ensure that repairs are complete and reliable before returning the vehicle to service. Lastly, engaging in preventive maintenance practices will help mitigate the chances of future issues with the VTC system. By staying proactive, you can help maintain optimal engine performance and prolong the life of your Honda Accord. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.